Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. I almost said Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday morning. Good morning, Sandy. Number one. Of course, you're number one. Margie made it. She made it before we started. Margie just barely rolled out of bed and got here in time. She might still be in bed. She could take her laptop with her now. Morning, Glynis. Number three. Whoop, whoop. How's everybody doing? How y'all doing on a Saturday morning? Everybody good? We are...
I'm awake. Does that count?
Awake? Barely? Yeah?
I'm awake.
Oh my goodness. Candy, you're going to have to show your specimen slides because I just started making them. So mine aren't even complete. Yeah, Margie did just barely roll out of bed. Okay, I'm going to make Candy big, and she's going to show you what we're going to make today. Here we go.
Well, we're making this style here. It's easy. Or if you have a punch. Or a die that does that one, right? That's a die. This one's cut with a paper cutter, these ones.
So did you put the JPEG in the group or not?
No, because it will resize way too big.
Oh, okay.
So I did not.
Okay. So yeah, if you have
this one doesn't need a JPEG. This one is just 2x5 or whatever.
Right. If you have she's made even more than that. If you have a Cricut. Candy created one that she's willing to share with you.
Well, actually, it's already shared. It's shared on Cricut. If you look up my profile and follow me, it's out there for you to download and use.
Okay, cool.
So,
but we're going to show you today how to make them without a Cricut. I don't have a Cricut, and you can make them
PDF file, but we could not load it in the group. Facebook is doing a thing. I can't load a PDF file right now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
If you want the PDF, let me know. Send me an email.
She can email it to you.
Yeah, message me your email address and I can email it to you.
The PDF comes, whoops, let's do this.
Yeah,
the PDF comes out looking like this. So then you can cut it out, but then you need to punch out the hole and cut around the outside, score down the middle and fold it. But we're going to show you today how to make them without needing that, just needing a punch, a round or a square or a rectangle, or I even just cut one out of a shape.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you have a die, you can also, that's part of, as we cut these, and then instead of punching it out, you can put a die on it. You can take a square and make a rectangle. So we're gonna do that. So I'll put these aside for a second and let's start from the very beginning and show them how to take a file folder and cut it down.
Yeah, go to you.
Well, we could both be doing this.
No, I already cut mine. Mine's already
Mine are too, but I'm gonna okay, so we're gonna take a file folder and we're just gonna cut it down to make these, and you can really cut any size you want, but the size that we're using is about 2 or 2 1/4 by about 5 or 5 1/4. I'm going to make a couple larger ones because I've got some larger dragonflies and butterflies that I would like to get in there. And I only have I have 2 square punches. This one that's 1 3/4 and this one that's teeny tiny. So that's 1 3/4. I just want to make sure I have enough room on the edge. I'm going to make this one about 2 1/4, and then I'm going to make it rectangle. So you would just go to like 2 inches or 2 1/4 or 2 1/2. Whatever looks good or sounds good in there for you. And you put your file folder on the fold. So I'm putting the fold right up here to cut. Easiest way, you can get a whole bunch of them out of it. So line that up, and I'm just going to cut that. I'm using my small paper trimmer, so I'll slide it up and cut the rest of it. This is a legal size folder, but it doesn't have to be. It can be anything you want. So you really can make these any size you want. just cut your file folder down. Just as well do them all while we're doing it. Okay. And of course, it depends on how wide you do them as to how many you'll actually
think about your punch when you make them the width. You think about your punch that you're going to need.
Yes, exactly. So that's why I looked at that punch as 1 3/4, and so I wanted to do 2 1/4 or even a little bit more than that because I want a couple larger ones. But circle ones, I've got circle punches of all different sizes. Okay, so now we've cut the, whoops, we're going to have to cut them off. Just a minute. So
Okay,
see, these are smaller. Hey, KK. Good to see you. So here's 2 different size circle punches. This square, I don't have a square this size, but I cut this one out using this teeny tiny square a whole bunch of times, and then my blade to get the last part of that out. So, and here's a smaller circle. So, and this one's a lot thinner too. This is like 1 3/4 inches. So you can make them any size you want. If you're making a smaller journal and you want to use them in there, scale them down to fit it.
These are the easiest ones to make, and they're so fun because they're so easy.
Yeah, they're so easy, and they look so cool. I really like them. Okay, so these I'm going to make. Okay, so we cut the length or the width. Now we need to cut the length, and I'm going to go about. I want to make these a little.
And you did it different. I did the length first.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you cut the file folder off and then cut down the widths?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can do it either way.
So that I could do them different lengths if I want.
Yeah.
Because as I went along, I might have done them different widths, and then I cut some thinner ones and some thicker ones, and I want them different lengths.
I want the same length, but different width.
Yeah. Okay, so let me think here. I've got a 1 3/4 punch. I want to make it rectangle. So I'm going to make this one a little over 5 1/2. A couple of them. A little bit larger than some of the others, but I want to put some larger butterflies and dragonflies in them. And then I'll make a couple that are not quite that long. And then save these offcuts. These are really nice size for tags and tickets. Okay. So now they're all cut down, and they were all cut on the fold. So they're like that. And that's going to be our, now a couple of them are thinner. Make sure to put the thinner ones to the side. Okay. And there's my longer one. It's easier if you just do them all the same length and width, actually. So you could take a die and put it on and run it through. You might have to do it once on this side and then do it again on this side right underneath it so that they line up perfectly. Because file folder is a little thicker and your die might not cut through it. If you have any other way of doing a circle or a rectangle, you could take something that is just the right size that you like and set it down and draw a circle around it, and then just use a blade to cut that out. So any different ways you want to do there. So I'm going to do rectangle on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one in the middle too. You can also put your slide view hole up higher towards the top, or you can put it down right in the middle. Either way, you can put it anywhere you want. Do what makes you happy. So I'm going to take this one, and the only thing I'm trying to get lined up is this top to bottom, which is really left to right of the slide, because I do want it kind of centered that direction. Doesn't need to be centered the other direction, because I'm going to I really cared, I could measure it and then line it up, or mark it and then line it up. I'm going to make this rectangle. So I'm going to go about 1 and, oh, I'll go full half. What the heck? Why not? It's Saturday, right? I'm going to go 1 1/2. And that gives me a rectangle instead of a square. And it's cockeyed. Of course it is. It's cockeyed, but you know, nature's cockeyed. So I'm not going to worry about it. Because if I do, it'll just bug the crap out of me. So let's see if I can get that little bit off the edge there. There we go. Okay, so it's a little bit crooked, but you know, it'll work. It'll serve the purpose. Let's see if I can get this one straighter. The problem is that it doesn't go to the bottom. Otherwise, I'm all the way at the edge up here. So I've got to try to hold it in the center. So I'm trying to line up the left side to make it straight. But you know. There we go. That one's better. Okay, and then let's do one with a circle. Let's see if this is 2 1/4. It might be too large for this. Yep, it is. Although, let's see, 1 3/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/2. I really want my 2-inch punch. That's what I want. It might still be. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it might still be in retreat stuff. Actually, yeah, I spent a great deal of yesterday going through and organizing the.
I want my ATCs, man.
Yeah, I know where they are now. I'll get them together. The bins of stuff that we'll just take to retreat for everybody to use each time. What a mess. What a mess. Fiber and trim and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I spent some time taking that all out and putting it together and in groups and tied together, and because it was just a tangled mess. Okay, let's see here. All right, so if you, hopefully you aren't too far ahead, because if we can be about the same
I'm just
place.
inking.
Okay, I'm putting you on here too, so that they can watch us both go through the same process here. Okay, so now you have this. There's your specimen slide. Whether it's straight or not, that's okay. Or centered, that's okay too. So now we want to ink it. So what ink did you use to start?
I used T-dot on this one, but I'm doing colorful baby dragons, ladies. So my color choices are going to be to match that.
Cute. So you're going to do colors to match. Right now. Okay, so I'm going to make these vintage. So I'm going to start with old paper. I might use pumice stone.
Yeah, old paper is what I used on.
And gathered twigs. But on those, you started with old paper. I think I need to re-ink my old paper.
Yeah.
That's what I need to do. Okay, so I'm going to start with old paper, and I'm basically just going to do the whole thing. I want to make sure that I get around the edge because I want it to have a couple layers of different color. And I really want to get around the edge of the hole because I don't want the hole to look like new manila folder. I get so many manila folders, old or new, that I just grab any of them now. It doesn't matter if it's older or not. Let's see. Oh, make teeny tiny ones. That would be cute. And I have the teeny tiny punch. KK, you don't see Sandy, Linda, or Glynis?
They haven't commented in a while, though.
What?
Glennis, the last time she commented was at 11.
Glennis, are you making these along with us? Because she won't be commenting much if she's crafting. They are in YouTube, so you should see them, KK. I know Sandy's probably making something. She always whips something up in a very short time. All right. These are very, very cool, and I've been wanting to make them.
And I round my corners with a 1/4-inch punch.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. The outer edge.
Do you wait and do it after you glue them together, or before?
No, I do it inking.
While you're inking? Oh, yeah, so that you can ink them.
Yeah, I didn't do this one, so I didn't. I deleted it.
Well, that helps so that you can ink it. Oh, yeah, not completely. Not completely here.
Oh, you think?
Oh, yes. Can't wait to go on vacation and just take you guys around with me. That will be so much fun. Right now, yeah, I'm just overdone. Overdone, ready to go. Ready to go spend more time with you on lives, seeing whatever castles. I can't wait to see castles. That would be really cool. All right. I'm going to turn it over. I already got the other side. Okay, good. So that's okay. I will turn it over to the inside and do the inside of the hole because that has edge too, and I don't want it to look like brand new. And around the edge of the paper, in case you see any of that. There they are. Okay, yeah, I know you haven't lost your mind, Margie. And you didn't just imagine them.
She lost her mind many years ago.
Oh, that's true. If you imagine them, we did too. Sorry, Margie, we did not find your mind in going through your studio. Yeah, I like castles too. They're really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing some castles. What I would really love is to be able to go inside the castles. I don't know if that's possible or not.
Most of them have tours.
Yeah.
We did one in Turkey. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. All right. It's going to wear your arm out inking these things.
Yeah.
I like to do it all, punch them all, then ink them all, but I don't know that my hand can take it. Doing them all at the same time. Now, Margie, us being here doesn't change the status of your mind, Glennis says. Now. Let's be nice to one another. No, it's true. It's true, Margie. So what have y'all been doing? Oh, would love to live in a Scottish castle. Wouldn't that be cool? All the rooms, get lost in there. I love that. The idea of just going around and exploring the castle.
Yeah. Be cool.
All the doors, all the tunnels. Only doing a few, punching. Of file.
Yeah, it is hard.
It is. Glennis, did you see how I did it? I only punched one layer and then folded it and punched through the same hole to get the other side. Most of your normal punches are not intended to do something that thick. Only if you have, I do have some that say, what are they? I forget what they say. Thicker. They're thicker, thick punches. So they're intended to punch things that are thick, but they're not the shape of circle or square or rectangle. So I do have like a tag one, but it's teeny weeny. So don't kill yourself.
Say hello.
Hmm?
I have somebody here that wants to say hello.
Really?
Yes.
Hey. Hey, Eric. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
He's upset, ladies, because I don't have a camera to show his face.
Oh, sorry. She'll get one. She'll get one again. Boy, we've missed you. We missed you a lot. We're always asking your granny about you. How are you doing?
Good.
Have you grown 3 inches since we saw you last?
Oh my God, yes, he's gotten so much taller.
Really? I'll bet. How tall are you now, Eric? Do you know?
No, he's
I
not.
don't know if I was going.
You have your. Let's come here.
And I think you had a birthday since we saw you last.
He's about 6 inches shorter than me. So.
Holy cow! Yeah, like next year you're going to be taller than Granny.
Don't say that.
That's so funny.
not
Yeah. Granny's going to be looking up to you. That's awesome. Didn't you have a birthday since we saw you last, Eric? So how old are you now?
10.
10.
Yeah, he's double digits.
Oh my gosh. Wow. You're almost a teenager. That's craziness. Will you still come hang with us and craft when you're a teenager? Cool.
He's looking forward. I told me we're
We
gonna
hope
make
so.
wax seals.
Oh, cool. I have a couple of new seal things that I want to try out, so we can do that one day. That would be awesome. Doesn't take too much to be shorter than Granny, or to be taller than Granny, right?
Hey.
Margie says. Doesn't take much to be taller than her.
There's somebody else here that would say hello too.
Yeah?
Say hello. She's going, no.
No, I'm not going to say hello. Who is it?
It's Whitland.
Whitland. Hi, Whitland.
My new granddaughter.
Hi. Welcome. We like all the grandkids. Welcome, Whitland. We're glad to meet you. Maybe someday you can come in and craft with us too.
She's not the crafter. Her younger sister
Yeah.
is more the crafty.
Maybe we just
She's
have
more the tomboy. She likes softball.
Yeah. Me too. As I grew up doing all the things the boys did.
Yeah.
Well, my friends were boys. But it's still fun to come in and relax and do some craft, but you just got to find the right craft that she likes.
Yeah, she likes to color, so.
Oh, that's cool.
She was coloring Stitch last night.
No, that's awesome. I love Stitch.
Did a pretty good job.
Wow.
Really good job.
That's cool.
Why is there a toothbrush in here?
Because I use it for some things.
Okay.
Not to brush my teeth in here. So,
All right. So here's something that gives you really good texture. I think this is what Candy did. After doing the old paper, now I'm going to do vintage photo, but I'm going to use oxide for vintage photo so we can get some of the oxide reaction that we like.
if you don't have the oxide, it will react.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same, but
Right.
you will get a difference.
Yeah.
With a regular vintage photo.
So let's get some vintage photo oxide, and I'm not worried about making it nice and even and smooth. Really, honestly, we're going to cover most of it up. We're going to try to get some reaction, so we don't really want it all nice and even and smooth. I just want to get some on there, and I'm trying to make sure that I get the edges. That's a biggie, because I don't want like raw folder edges anywhere. Whoop. Gonna glue it together, so if I scrape it up a little bit that way, it doesn't matter. Okay, I will go to the inside and get the edges of the window. Sandy says, Candy, just use my new vacuum. Love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, what can I get her? And I was like, oh, wait, I didn't get her one of those vacuums.
Oh, cool.
Her organizational heart would love that.
Yes. Yes, that is so cool. Aren't they neat, Sandy? Then they work. That's the big deal. They work.
Worked pretty well.
Yeah.
Charged for quite a long time.
Okay, so there is one. Let me get the second one. This is the outside. So I pretty much want to completely coat the outside. I don't care about it being even, but I want to get vintage photo everywhere. Get the insides of that window. And front and back. I don't know yet which will be front or back. I can decide that when I put the specimen in.
I can't believe you guys are making short jokes this early in the morning.
It's never too early for short jokes. All right, window. Sorry, you'd have to just sit here watching us ink. Over and over and over. Done inking in a minute. Almost done. This is the last side. Okay. I want to make sure I got the inside of the window and the edge. I'll get the edge more later. So that's not as concerning, but I won't be able to get to the inside of the window later once I put the specimen in. Okay, and oh, that's both sides. Awesome. All right, so let me get that one out of the way. So now to get a little bit of that reactive oxide reaction from the oxide, I'm going to take a little bit of water and I'm just going to flick a little bit of water here and there on the oxide. Give it a minute to start reacting. And if you don't have oxide, you could use the regular ink. You will get some reaction. I'm going to kind of blot them up with this baby wipe I've been using at my desk. Okay, so see the cool reaction that we get on there. And you can decide if you want more or if that's enough. Let me do a little bit more. Never goes exactly where I want it, you know? Goes everywhere else around their butt. Okay, so let me wipe this up a bit. Get the water off. All right. Nothing's quite as pretty as inking in the morning. Yeah, earworm activated. Candy's even got help doing hers.
Yep.
Awesome.
This side.
Okay, so now we want to
That's where you can.
do some marks, make some marks. You can see some marks. That's right, kind of where I was on this one. There's some marks here and there and everywhere. And you can really use anything for marks, honestly.
That's fine. That's fine.
There's just a little swirl stamp that ends up, but it almost looks like it's stitched swirl. So it almost looks like a little pathway. So I'm going to grab that. And I just want a bit here and there. Okay, so I just got a little bit here and there. We're going to layer some marks, so we don't want it covered in all in the same thing. Okay. Maybe a little bit on the side of the window somewhere. a lot of bit on my mat. All right. I'm going to set that one aside. I'm using black archival ink to do this because I don't want this to be water reactive and come off. And the top of the distress inks are not very good for grabbing hold of your stamp and using it as a acrylic block like I did this one, because the labels are paper and it doesn't stick to that. But the archival is all plastic, and so it does. Now these might be cool if I put some mushrooms in one. This might be some cool marks, some butterfly. Let's see. I like this mark here, and I like some of this over here. I'll see if I can get a little bit of that. They're going to be this way, front and back. I don't know which side. It doesn't really matter. I like both sides. So let's see. Okay, maybe put a little bit on this one. And we'll get a little bit of this thing right here, whatever it is. Okay, some of that's going to get covered up, but it's okay. If you want to have the layered look, you got to layer. So you know that part of what you put down in the first layer, at least the first layer or more, is going to get covered or partially covered. That's, I think, what really attracts us about the layered look, is that when you look at it, you see things peeking out here and there. And if you don't put layers, you can't layer anything on top of it to see the things peeking out. I know that's a struggle often, thinking, well, I really like that. It's pretty. I don't want to cover it. But you must cover it or part of it in order to get that layered look. I'm looking at these. This is Eclectic Edges. There's some really good marks on here. I think maybe I'll try this one. Tim Holtz Eclectic Edges. Haven't used these yet, and I thought this might be a good. Yeah, I like that one because it'll give some little, a little bit of a specific design there. I don't want the edge of the stamp though, so I'm going to go in and then bend it and then take a portion like that. Okay, I don't really want this big portion that's dark. I really just want where that one, yeah, that little thing is. So I need to just be very specific about putting that thing down and only getting that. All right. Okay, so what's next? Next, I think we will put in our specimen. So we need to decide what specimen we're going to put in. All right. So let's put this guy back on here. See if this will wipe off any. It's not very wet anymore. It'll take off a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I've got, move some things out of the way. Actually, I think I want to take the field notes and see. There's not a ton of room left. I don't want to overcrowd it, but a lot of it's going to be, I might wait till I put the labels on. I'll do that because I want to take some of these little specimen stamps and use some of them. So I'm going to set those over here. And let's first look at what specimen we're going to put in here. So I've got some butterflies and some dragonflies. And I'm hoping one of these larger ones will go in here, but I don't know if this is even big enough. I need some smaller specimen. That one might. Yeah, it only covered just the tip of his wings. I like that. Okay, that's a pretty dragonfly. All right. Let's see what else would go in there if we want. Oh, what about this moth? So I think I might try. Oh, he'd be pretty. Cutting off just the end of his wings, though. Because these are acetate, they're clear stickers. I'm thinking that I might be able to get away with just putting one sticker in here and be able to see it on both sides. Where usually you need to put two back to back. So, oh, this dragonfly. So, wow, I didn't realize they were that big. Usually you put two back to back, because if I put this guy in here, or something bigger, if I put this guy in here and I turn over the back, I'm going to see white. So if I put two back to back, you just have to make sure that they're mirrored image of each other. And then when you put two back to back, you see it on both sides. So that's a nice one. This pink one might be a nice one. Yeah, I like that one. There's its duplicate. And then I've got these that are kind of made out of, well, they're paper. They kind of feel like fabric, but they're paper. That seems not quite big enough. This green one would be okay. I like that one better, though. And these, it almost seems like all of these are just slightly too large. Okay, so I'll pick one of those for that one. And what about the circle? Maybe one of these would work in the circle. We're going to cut off his wings. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe he doesn't need wings. Oh, this blue one, that's very pretty. Yeah, the circle's not big enough for him. I'd need to make some larger ones because we lose too much of the beauty of that butterfly. So I need to make some larger ones that I can put some of these larger things in. So I've also got some mushrooms, but I'm going to stick with these for right now. So if I could put this guy. We just lose the very tips, and I think that's okay. I'm okay with that. So let's get his, well, I don't know. What do you think, guys? You think if it's a clear sticker, I'll be able to see it from the other side enough and won't need to put? I think so. I'm going to try it. What the heck? It's only paper, right? And only paper. And a pink. I haven't done anything pink. That seems a little large for the circle. That one would work. Here's another pink. That one would work.
You guys want a stamp?
Yeah. Do you want a stamp?
Okay. All right. So now putting it inside, you can use acetate. You could use some of this clear cellophane from one of your packaging. I always keep the acetate packaging, but you could also use a laminating sheet And one side of the laminating sheet is sticky, which is kind of nice. Let's see if I can find where the edge of the paper is. Now it's all torn up. Well, then I'll just keep going down this side. And I just totally tore it up. You need to make sure that it will cover that rectangle. And I don't know that that is large enough. It might be just barely. Oh, so barely. Oh, so barely it is. All right, so let's do this. It's not the neatest way of doing this, but since that piece tore off.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I did was
This one looks like
I did
it has
front and back
Uh-huh.
printout. I ran them through the laminator.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
So you
that's
were
how I got
thinking the same thing, laminating sheets. I was thinking just
Yeah.
put them in acetate, but I think the laminating sheets would,
and no glue gets in between.
yeah. That is absolutely true.
Butterflies that Linda posted would be perfect.
Oh, cool.
She did them front to back. Where you could put them front to back.
Oh, cool. I didn't even see those.
Oh yeah, she did. So there's some in there. if
A
you
while
want.
ago or just recently?
Just recently.
Okay. So those are in the group. So I'm going to
Yeah,
have to
check her
go.
folder, they're in there.
I'm going to go see those and I'm going to print those out.
Yeah.
Okay. So I picked that up and I am going to, where'd my glue go? I know I just had glue here. Is that what I knocked on the floor a minute ago? I don't think so. Oh, there it is. Tipped over in the back. Oh, that's awesome. And Linda, I don't know if she even knew we were going to do these. Maybe she saw last week, though, when we talked about them. That is really awesome. Okay, so right now, all I'm trying to do is get this down. And I'm going to set that down. And see if I can get over the top of it. Can't see where the edge of it is. There we go. And I'm going to get under the edge of that. Turn it over. Rub that glue down. Oops. Okay. And I get glue everywhere because I turned it right over on top of the glue. Yeah, that's a great idea. Laminating them ahead of time. I really like that. I should have done that. I thought about using the laminating.
It helps. It made it so much easier.
Yeah, I thought about using laminating acetate, but I didn't think about just laminating them ahead of time. All right, so I'm going to look at this and see if can I get away with only using one.
This turn.
I think I can. I think I can. Okay, so I'm going to put
You're on blue.
this acetate
We're gonna do
on the other side.
different colors.
Well, didn't mean to put it down yet. Come on, don't adhere yet. Okay. And then I should just be able to set it right over the top of this and it will stick right to it because it is already sticky for the laminator. I'm going to cut some extra of that off. And I'm going to come down here and cut some extra of that off. Okay. So I know there's no glue over that strip right there. So I'm just going to go in and give it a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to glue both sides together. I want to get glue close to the edge, but at the same time, I don't want it to squeeze through. So I will very carefully press down those sides. All right, so now I can do that a little harder. Make sure the whole thing is together. And if I need to, I can go right to the edges or the corners and get just a little more glue in there. Like I see right here, there wasn't enough at the edge. So I can do that. Corner's good. That corner's not sticking down, so I'll put a little right there. Where did I just put that baby wipe? I don't think I threw it away already, did I? Let's see. Vellum. Yeah, you could use vellum. It would give you a softer, frostier look on your specimen, but absolutely. Hi, Linda. Oh, not at 1. It was at 12. I don't know. But Linda, I've been known to put the wrong time on things before. So, you know, usually Glennis or Candy catches it and lets me know. But now and then, they don't catch me. It's not the one I want. Where is... I just want to get rid of these little white edges on here. So even just making them brown, vintage photo, it'll look a little aged, and that's okay. I just don't want it to look white because then it doesn't look natural at all. All right. And I know there's a second one. Because I know I brought out 2, right? There it is. Okay. I think I'm just going to, well, I'll do this one since I'm inking. And I'm just going to glue them together. Be easier to line them up. I think they're a good mirror image. Linda, I haven't seen the butterflies that you put in the group, but I am going to go check those out because Candy said they would be perfect for this. So I'm very excited. You must have had ESP in thinking about the butterflies and knowing we would need some. Okay, so line those 2 up and keep lining them up. Move around, keep lining them up. They're not a perfect mirror, so I'll have to go check out Linda's.
Yeah, they looked really cool.
Very cool.
I printed them. I just didn't get them cut out. I was planning on doing dragons.
Right? That's cool. Dragons are awesome.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I knew that'd get a little uh-huh. Okay. And then...
No, I don't
No, I'll do it. I didn't even have to.
Let's see here.
Do you want the edges in here then?
Do them all around. You don't have to do totally on inside, but. Oh, it's nice having helpers with inking.
Well, yeah, that's cool. Make the job twice as fast. You can be doing something else.
This is fun.
And they like it. They think it's fun.
Oh, it is. We like it too.
Much gloves in a bottle.
Just don't like it when you want to go on to the next step and you got to do all this inking.
I know. So they got my inking done, my stamping done.
That's cool. You guys are awesome. Want to come to my house? Do some for me? Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck with that one. They don't travel well.
No?
No, I'm just kidding.
What's wrong with you guys?
Time go.
Travel easily. Well.
Sure.
All right. So let me cut off this sticky piece. I could still use that on a teeny tiny one. Fold it in half. If I put this in here, kind of light. I like the darker, bolder colors better, I think. But I think I can cut that off about right there. And about right there. Okay. So let's get this guy glued down. And this schedule's all messed up. Sure can't type. Yeah, Suck Candy's awesome specimen girl. I know, Linda. Aren't they amazing? They're very, very cool. And yeah, these look like another one of those things that's just so fun to do. Oh, I don't quite need all that yet, but okay. And let's get this guy in here. I'm going to center the butterfly and let the acetate be wherever it be, because I can always cut off any extra of that. Well, not much extra on that side. Okay, so let's glue the rest of it. I'll get all the way up to the corners, because that's the part that typically sticks open. Okay. Okay. Wipe off that little bit of excess glue. Yeah, I've got a little spot right there that's open, no glue to hold it, so I'll just put a tiny bit inside. All right, so there we are so far. Okay, and that is right about where these two are, these two smaller ones. So you see that you can put your specimen this direction, or you can put your specimen this direction. Either way. Okay, so the next step that I had already done on this one is inking around the edge. And I'm going to do that with ground espresso, because vintage photo will be kind of light, especially as we start doing other things. So I'm going to use some ground espresso just to give it a dark enough. Could probably do walnut stain. Gathered twigs is pretty light, but something that's dark enough to give it a dark enough grunge. Dark enough edges. Okay. And I did not round these corners yet. So let me do that. Okay. Better to do them now while I'm inking so I can ink those corners. I have to come back later or forget and have big
they're
note.
walking up.
What?
Yeah, Margie says you're freezing. Sandy says you're freezing. Walking up
Uh-oh.
just for a second, I guess.
Well, that's not good. I don't know. We're looking at changing internet providers again. We have had more outages and more problems with this one.
Now flip it over to this one.
Okay. On this, I want to do both sides because really both sides are identical and you can see both sides.
So,
I kind of messed this one up.
No, you didn't. There's no mess up.
There's no mess ups, just new grunge that you found.
On your next color, blend it a little more. Use a brush. What color are you using? Get a blue?
Old paper.
Old paper. There's the green brush right here. See it? That should work for you.
Okay, and this one.
Softer. Or
no, it's not you, Margie. It's me.
you can also use that.
I'm sorry we can't be together anymore. It's not you. It's me.
Or wait till he's done with this little tool here. I have to get more of these. I love this.
What tool is that? Oh, the little teeny tiny. Oh, no. Oh.
This is what I use to get this kind of look with no hassle.
Uh-huh.
That's the one I did.
It's
very cool.
It's one of those smoothing for your nails.
Oh, like a buffing brush?
Yes. The one with the big blocks I cut. This is what I have left. And then I make one side where it's kind of textured so I can just kind of stamp with it and make
that's cool.
One side smooth, and the smooth side is what gives you this when you
that's cool.
Okay. Put the lid back on there so I can get it. I got them ink in my next project.
Nice. The file folders. If you guys like these, we could do the file folders next time. They're kind of like these. They go along with them. You can imagine what they look like based on what this looks like. So you've already got a couple together, right?
No, I didn't do them because I am ready to go.
Okay.
This specimen slides already.
We've got our ink on the outside. Now our next step would be putting some labels and things on them, right?
Did you put your brads in there?
Oh no, I should have done that before I glued them together.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. But you can do them with it already glued, and then put like a piece of washi at the end or something.
Right. Like you can put brads on here. You could put eyelets.
Brads on there.
You could put drops, Nuvo drops. If you do Nuvo drops, you could do both sides.
Oh, yeah, Nuvo drops would work. You would put your finger in them, though. Oh, wait, did I say that? I did.
It'd have to be the very last thing I do. So let's see. Brads. I might make one of them an eyelet. You can make all of them eyelets if you want. Might make one of them an eyelet that I can dangle something from.
Wow.
Okay, we'll check it.
Okay. All right, let's see.
This one works super good.
I do have these. They're like eyelets, but they have flat tops, like brads. I've never used them. I don't know if my machine will just squish them. I think maybe those would be good. All right, so I've got some of that color. I've got some of those and green. And let's see what else.
Wait, no, where's my
Sparkly brads. I don't really need sparkly brads.
Like there's this one that you can make another one if you want. Like that one.
keep on making it.
There's colors on that one.
These brads are a little large. Margie said she would do eyelets. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of being able to dangle something.
Yeah,
This side looks
but
like
I've
But
gotta do. You can put a tab on them. I was gonna do the dangle.
yeah, and you can, an eyelet in the tab. I might try both,
Something like
going both ways. These are black.
that. Cool, huh?
They seem a little large, but maybe if I put them on one of these larger ones.
and I didn't know
And let's see.
that. More stuff.
I got 4 of them. I'll do them all different. Where's that? Okay, brads. And want those little black eyelets. There's multicolor eyelets. There's brads with bling on them. Gold brads. There's brads. And all those little, what are they called? They're like snaps, but they're not quite snaps. But they have a thing on the bottom and thing on top that snap together when you.
Ribbons.
No, they're solid. Yeah, I forget, they have a name, but they're basically like, when you look at the top of it, it looks like a brad. You wouldn't know that it wasn't a brad. But the bottom has a little thing that it snaps into instead of having the open brad legs. Okay, let's see.
Added too much mermaid lagoon.
Got gold. And we've got yellow. Do have pink. I think the black would be pretty with the pink. Silver. I don't have any bronze eyelets. I don't think. All right, so gonna need this. I think they're all gonna get something different. Listen to me, I doubt I'll make these because I have so many more irons in the fire. Margie has lots of irons. And right now they're all burning. Okay, I think these would be very pretty with this one. Yeah. So this one, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just have to find some way on the back to cover. Diamonds. Black eyelets. No, these are brads.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with this guy. And I just want a small hole. Oop. Don't be throwing it around now. This hole seems way too big for Brad.
I doubt I will make these because I have so many more irons in the fire.
Yeah.
You got lots of irons, Martin, do you?
Yes, she does. Right now, they're all firing.
She says she has the same problem. Too many projects open, too many things to finish.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a bunch to finish.
Now do the inside. Oh, you did, yeah. Oh, that one's pretty. I like that one. Black and red. Ooh.
Ooh, cool.
All right.
I love
No,
black
I
and red.
want to have walnut stain on the edges. You said I could.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. What size is that?
Yeah, let me see. Hold on. My craft room is too crowded for 3 people.
That's 1/8. Okay,
This is
this seems large. Okay.
Put that right there. Other way.
Done.
Do the inside?
No.
Gotta do the inside.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. All right, so let's try these brads in here.
Sit down.
Yeah, no, that's good. Here, if you move.
They're helpful when one of the brad legs is shorter than the other one, so you can actually get them split. You have a little brad tool, but never get it out.
What?
Oh, the little brad tool that you put down that splits those legs.
Oh, they have that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me see if it's here. I never get it out. I don't think of it when I'm using it, but yes, I'm slow in a craft. I get really behind. I'm trying very hard to finish what I start before making anything new. Me too, Margie, but it's not happening.
Yeah, no. I prefer too many ways.
Not happening because then we have another live and I start something else.
This one I'm looking for. Here's this
I
one.
don't get enough crafting time, sometimes no crafting time between when we're making stuff. Problem is I'm not comfortable unless my feet are up on my recliner. So when I craft when I'm comfortable, it can only work for a few minutes at a time. Yeah, unless it's something that you can bring out.
Yeah, I bought one of those. You know those seat cushions that you have on for your back, the cushion lab or something. They have one for your feet.
Oh,
and I use it in the car when we travel, which is great because it lifts my
yeah,
leg. But when I'm not traveling, I bring it into my craft room and it sits under my chair.
that's cool.
So it raises my legs just enough to get the pressure off the back of my legs, I guess.
Oh,
So,
huh.
just saying. Try something like two books together to see if it would work for you.
See if it makes any difference under the desk on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been known to tape a couple books together too.
Duct tape and old books. That's all we need.
I wrap them in paper and then
I don't even look to see.
around.
Oh yeah,
It was a good stool for Charlie.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I like it.
I wanted that side to be the front.
You want to do some
Doesn't
stamping?
matter. This is going to be the front now.
Can I use?
I like the idea of the Nuvo drops because once they dry, I could flip it over and do it the other side as well.
Use this one. It's black soot, but it's a little bit lighter.
Okay, I'll have to decide how I'm going to cover those because I will cover those right there. Should have put those on before I glued it together. That would have been probably good. Okay, so
Stamp some of this stuff on there.
let's see. Did you have pink eyelets?
Yeah, you can get. I have way more stamps over there. They're asking if they can have 2 stamps.
Whoa, getting fancy now, are you?
I got these 2.
Nope, she only owns 2 stamps.
Yeah.
Biggest lie of the century. So this is what they are. They're like brads on top and they're like eyelets on the bottom.
Oh.
So I guess you put them on like with an eyelet, but maybe that's what just this concave side is for. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Let's see. I cannot see those tiny numbers in this glare. Here we go. I'm going to try.
Oh, those weren't even.
I'm going to try them. I'm going to try them on one of them. Okay, so I think that maybe that will work with the 1/8" hole. So Margie, what are these called? They're half brad, half eyelet.
Half season. You know.
Okay, I'm done. Oh, I want to do it one side.
You gotta do both sides, dude.
Half brad, half, whoops, on the floor. Eyelet. So the back is like eyelet, the front is like brad. What are they called, Margie? Brylets.
Pretty. Whitland made that.
Wow, I like that one. Very cool. All right.
I got plenty of stamps over here.
Okay, I'm
There,
going to make another
there,
one, but
there.
with different colors. But I need to put
I
these
don't think
colors.
that's going to spread it. I'm thinking
These two, because these won't go on your desk.
it needs
They just hadn't put away yet.
this one. All right, I'm going to try this. I think that's what this concave side is for.
And then
Go full screen so I can see that funky
Okay.
brand. I don't think I've ever seen them.
I've had them for a long time, and I've just never used a brylet. That's all I can think of, Margie. So I'm thinking that it needs this side here. I don't know. I don't even know which one to use. But if it doesn't go,
Off camera. What's that, Mom?
so our taffy.
That's very light. You might want to try a Victorian velvet.
okay, if that worked there. Oh, hey. Okay, so on the top one, there's two sides that have a doohickey, and then there's two sides that just have a bowl.
Picture raspberry.
It's bright.
One side has a bowl and one side is flat.
See if it's
So I always wondered, how am I going to punch those, because the top is going to, dent it. That's how, right
How do you use it as
there.
an eyelet? Can you use it as an eyelet, or does it just look like an eyelet?
The top looks like a brad, and the bottom looks like an eyelet.
Oh, okay.
So you can't put anything
That's
through
just
it.
weird.
Yeah, but it doesn't have those legs going out, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of nice not to have to, because now I got to cut off the legs and figure out how to cover them. This takes up much less space that I have to cover. Get that one a little close to the edge.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Probably use the larger hole. I am off camera, aren't I?
Sponge sugar is really, really light.
Okay. So let's try that again.
Yeah, see, you froze. You just froze.
Sorry.
And you're blurry again. You're blur. Like, I can't even read your ink pad name.
Oh, I see it's frozen on YouTube. All right. This is so irritating.
There. Done.
I just checked my connection and I checked the Wi-Fi, but
What do I do with these?
try it on a scrap. Too late, Margie. You know me. Oops, it's only paper.
Can I use this one for my pink?
Yeah, but you can.
Okay.
They don't have to be clean. Yeah. Oh, sorry, baby. Stepping on toes in here.
Yep. Sometimes that happens in the craft room. Small space for lots of people. It's okay.
Yeah. Getting ready to close it up here in a minute.
Okay. I used the smaller hole. They probably could have gone in the larger hole, but at least this way they're in there.
Family channel.
Hmm? What'd you say?
Thought this was a family channel.
And why
Oh.
you
It is, Candy. Dang it. Stop it.
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
Oh. On my crocodile, I used the 1/8 round cutter.
Sorry.
Funny.
I haven't had my coffee, ladies.
Hey, guys, go get Candy some coffee.
I have it. I just haven't drank it yet.
Oh, drink. Okay, so there we go. Let's see. Am I
This
still?
one's very
Wow, it is really blurry.
Yeah. Picked raspberry.
I think I might get a lot of inking done this weekend, ladies.
Yeah, really, because you've got lots of help. This is really frustrating, very irritating. I could refresh and try to get a better connection.
Okay.
I'll do that real quick.
Okay. We'll let the hooligans keep them entertained.
Okay.
Oh, Eric left me.
Okay, I'll stay here.
Marianne's having internet issues, so she's gonna exit. So it's all you guys.
Daddy!
Hey.
What? You said it's all us? This color is so light.
So,
Just press it into
I'm surprised they're still in here. I would never call you a hooligan, Margie. Never you. Glennis maybe, but never you. And Sandy is definitely a hooligan.
What about me?
Yeah, you are definitely a hooligan.
Yay! Can you hand me the tool you were using earlier?
Here, it's right here. Right here.
I can reach with the force.
So,
Where'd my napkin go?
yeah, when you... I was trying to think of what to get you for your birthday, Glennis, and I was like, oh, wait, she liked those birds. I got a bunch of them stickers. Let me send them to her. Oh, I put that on upside down. What an idiot. Good thing that don't stick too good.
I'm just scared.
So how you guys' slides coming along?
Huh?
Sandy's, you come out already? I figure you're done already. You're done and your ink's put away, I'm sure.
That is dark.
Oops, she's come back.
Hello?
Will it be
Let's
better?
hope it's better.
It looks better. It's not
Oh,
as blurry.
Oh, good.
It's still a little blurry, but not like it was. I mean, I can at least read the name
Yeah.
of the ink.
That's real irritating.
Yeah, it's a little blurry. Considering my camera is way cheaper than the one you have.
It is really blurry.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the internet connection because last week we had 4 outages. We just had more problems since we switched to this one than the one we had before. So
Really?
we're looking again to switch.
Who'd you switch to?
We went from CenturyLink to Xfinity. Does anybody
Wow.
use like...
Xfinity's supposed to be so good.
Yeah, well, we went from Xfinity to CenturyLink back to Xfinity. And we were having more problems with Xfinity than we did with CenturyLink. And we were frustrated with that.
Before you do it, I'd have them check the settings in your router.
We just got a new router.
I know, but maybe the settings are off. They can check that remote.
Okay.
Because Xfinity is supposed to be really good.
Yeah, well, it's Xfinity that last week when we weren't live every time, but it was sometimes with admin where it just kept going out.
I know.
And I was without service. Yeah.
There might be something in your router that's not set or something. I don't know. I know there's a lot of settings here that they tweak. And if you get a good technician out there or one that's remote that can do it,
right,
it makes a big difference.
Okay, I will check with them. I will check.
Tell them you want the tech side and have them see if they can troubleshoot some of the issues.
Okay.
And if you need somebody to come into StreamYard with you, let them see if they'll come into StreamYard with you.
Yeah.
See what it's doing. And then on that day, it's probably clear as a bell. But anyway,
of course.
And it said she dumped Xfinity for T-Mobile. She's very happy with T-Mobile. Oh, maybe I don't have Xfinity here. I know people have it and they love it, but we can't get it here. I don't have a choice, ladies. I got Optimum and that's it.
That's what I was just going to ask. Has anybody used T-Mobile?
T-Mobile doesn't work at my house. So
it does at ours. And also, well, we haven't been able to get Google Fiber yet, but I'm wondering about that when that ever comes around. Has anybody used
I found cable, if you can get cable internet, it's much better.
Yeah.
Fiber can be good, but
I just don't
cable
know.
I don't know. I've had better luck with the cable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they all want to switch to fiber, but
I don't know. I'm just so frustrated with the whole thing.
Well, I'm glad you're happy with it. You'll probably be happy with it if you're happy already, Linda. She's only had it a few weeks, she said.
Yeah, but they get you in there and then it doesn't start screwing up for about a month. And then all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at the beginning, Xfinity was great.
I need old vintage. Vintage photo? Oh, yeah. Yeah, vintage photo.
Eric's schooling her.
Wow.
Vintage photo, you mean?
Oh, he's teaching you
Yeah.
the true names of the colors.
What did you say? Vintage old?
Old
vintage. Old vintage. He said it's vintage photo.
Oh, well.
Like he knows.
Right. Well, he does. That's the wrong side. That's really the front side there. Man, I really screwed those up. That's okay. Okay. I like the little eyelets on them. I need to do the labels. And then, well, I could do I guess it doesn't matter whether I do the labels or the little labels first. All right. We need one for this. This might be green as well.
Yeah, I like putting on the tab first. That was just my preference.
I said labels. I meant tab.
I figured that's what I've done tab. I prefer where I could see my label.
Yeah.
The tab, I guess.
I would think that's what I said. I need to do the tabs and then I could do the little labels. But okay, we'll do that. 1, 2, 3. Whoop, wrong color. 3 and 4. I think that's the right color. Yeah. All right. Last one here.
Yes.
There's one that's got different ones on it. These are my favorite.
Thank you.
Yeah, those baby dragons are so cute.
They are very cute.
Are you using black?
No.
I want to do some with mushrooms and botanicals.
Yeah, I got some mushrooms ready to go.
Linda.
I want to do different colors today.
Oh, yeah. Linda, I'm going to go check out your butterflies, but if you've mirrored those, they'll be perfect for this.
Yeah, she has. They're mirrored.
Could you do some not butterflies, some mushrooms and botanicals that are mirrored for these? That would be really awesome.
I've done some on my birds ready to
Even
go.
some dragonflies. They don't look all that big, and then you go to put them up against these holes and they look really big. So it's, you know, finding small ones that are the right size. Of course, I know she can whip them out in no time at all. She is so good on the computer. She's like you, Candy. She's like, yeah, that's no problem. I can show you how to do this or that. And I'm like, oh. All right, let me get some of these things.
You gotta watch the rub-ons, because rub-ons from the one side is white. You mostly see white.
Yeah, so this one's acetate, and I use this one alone without a mirror image because it's clear sticker. You could see through it. So I thought that was plenty. That way I can make 2 instead of 1 with 2 of them. These paper ones, though, I did mirror them on the back. Okay, get these guys out of the way. Next thing I'm going to do is put my tab on the top. And let's see if I've got some, I don't know if I've got any pre-cut ones that are a color I would want. If not, I've got my punches here. Any kind of tab will work. I got some polka dot tabs. Let's see. I think, oh, these are cool. This might be really cool. Part dark, part light.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty.
Where I glued it.
Any of them. Let's see. Oopsie. I need to cut more tabs. I got a little bit of space in here and they keep falling down. This is what I do with scraps. Just cut them into tabs. That might be a cool one. It's a little textured, but there you go. That's a nice one, Dark.
Sorry.
These are cool wood grain.
Yeah, I just used an old green file folder.
Yeah. Yeah, I just used scraps that I was going to throw away. They were just wide enough to punch, and I thought, I'll just punch them because I'm not keeping lots of scraps anymore. Especially the little teeny ones. Oh, that looks kind of grungy. That's cool. What's the other side? Okay. All right. That's plenty to choose from. I like that one a lot because it looks grungy.
Shaded lilac and vanilla pumpkin. And I was talking about a big book, Granny.
Okay.
Excuse me. This must have been a big book. This must have been a big book, wasn't it?
Would be very cool on that one.
You ripped all the pages out.
They're looking at the book I tore up.
What? She ripped up a book? How dare her?
That
How
Galahad
dare
book.
she?
They go, it must have been pretty thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just looked at this binder and then just even.
And let me tell you, that one was really hard to tear apart.
Yeah.
Consider how old it was.
How old was it?
Yeah. The older they are, the harder they are to tear apart.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it was glued and stitched.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh my
I know,
God.
Margie. I'm not keeping them.
Unglue it.
I got way too much, and I want to buy new paper, and I want to use new paper. So if I'm using new paper, I'm making more scraps. So there will always be scraps for whatever. So I'm not keeping little teeny tiny. If they're big enough, if they're wide enough to punch out or a tab out of them, then I will punch a bunch of tabs, and I'll use tabs a lot more if I have a container of them all punched out. I know I will. There's been a lot of times I'm like, oh, that'd be cool with the tab on it, but I don't have any punched out, and yeah, that's lazy. That's lazy crafting, isn't it?
What?
But you know what? I don't care.
Don't care.
Because sometimes when I sit down to craft, I'm absolutely exhausted, and lazy crafting is what I do.
Oh, I got that one off. Oh,
Okay.
trimming that one.
All right, there we go. Those are the tabs that are going to be used on those 4. So these. And Margie, when I punched them out of a scrap, I clipped all of the same ones from the same scrap together, so I can tell. Easier to just grab instead of sorting through 5,000 of them.
Then they just posted some smaller butterflies, match butterflies.
Oh, very cool. Thank you, Linda. She's amazing. Margie, I thought all crafting was supposed to be lazy.
Yeah,
I agree. It's supposed to be easy and fun.
I know. I counted out 3.
And that's not fun to me if it's too much work.
Lost a break. Oh, I love these little things for the eyelets too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because I
They
have a
are
bad
working
habit
well.
on this one of leaving it open and then I spill it. Reminds me I need to close it.
Let's see. Get it centered. Get it up and down right. Well, come on. Come on, tab. Why isn't that playing right?
Granny, which
No,
one do I
I knew
look
I
at?
counted 3
real
out.
life, the duck thingamabobber, or the YouTube? Which thing do I look at?
The duck is StreamYard, huh? Look at the duck thingamabobber. You'll always get a better picture.
No,
That's your
Not
opinion.
really.
I was like, what is he talking about?
no, real
StreamYard.
life.
Talking about StreamYard, right?
He is.
Yeah.
Or YouTube, or real life.
Or YouTube or real life. Well, you know, real life. Real life is kind of always better, but all right. So there is.
Add an egg, add an egg, add an egg.
I am going to add an egg, dude.
Thingamabobber, a true crafter. Yep, exactly.
I'm a chicken. Oh, nice. Add an
You
egg.
are a true crafter. What's that thingamabobber? Give me that thingamajig. That who's what's it?
Who's he? What's it? I like that one.
Yeah,
Whatchamacallit?
the whatchamacallit.
Yummy.
You're sounding possessed over there.
That thing, whatever it's called.
I want to whatchamacallit.
Yeah,
That's a
a
candy bar.
thingamabob and a whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit's candy
I
bar.
want to whatchamacallit.
Oh, that's
candy
true.
bar.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
They're biz.
Yeah, they are pretty good, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm doing the edges of these with black. All right. All right. The third one.
Use the back's head.
What?
an axe head.
Oh, I'm not there yet, dude.
Oh, your thing that goes on your seat just fell off.
What?
This thing in my bobber just fell off your seat.
Are you tearing up my chair?
No.
I better get out of my craft room.
Really? Hey, break it up. There won't be any place to craft.
Oh, what are you doing?
No.
Puppy's yelling at me for treats. The pound cake has spoken. Really? That poor pound cake. Talk about lazy crafter. She sure is adorable, though.
Oof. It oofed. What is this?
Why'd you go over there and kill her some more?
Is this a
You gotta poke your eye out with that?
You'll poke your eye out.
He's got the pokey tool.
Oh. And it'll go right through your eyeball.
You know?
And
your mom will never forgive me.
Yeah, no kidding.
Boxes? Why do you have 3 boxes? Because your friend gave me 3 boxes. That's why.
So let's see.
Put it on the floor.
So everybody knows we will not have a live next Saturday because that is the morning that we leave on vacation. Might be one of the first times in my life I've said I need a vacation so bad. I really, really do. Trying to get so much done. So when I come back, it'll all be done and organized and we can jump right in because there's so many things we want to do. I don't want to spend time doing all this stuff. But that's why I haven't been very active in the group. A little quiet, I guess, because I have not been spending much time online. I've been actually, well, I took over the basement for Happy Paper People. So everything Happy Paper People is moving downstairs and everything that is not Happy Paper People is coming upstairs. So, yeah, started out taking a corner of a room and then pretty soon I was taking a corner of every room in the house. So rather than just keep operating out of corners of the rooms, we just took over the basement. So it's the Happy Paper People basement. It's a very happy basement. So I'm working really hard.
I told you.
I know. Working really hard to get that all done before we leave. So I won't come back to the mess I have created in doing so. And would like to come back to some semblance of order. That's why I haven't been very active. So we will not have a live next Saturday. We leave next Saturday, but let's see. I don't even know. I don't even know what ports or what days or what. I haven't had time to look at that. It's all set, so it doesn't matter. But my hope and intent is to take you guys along live to anything that I can. And especially the castles. That would be really cool. So over the next 2 weeks, just watch for lives to pop up because I don't imagine that there would be a lot of notice since I don't know exactly what and where. Maybe if I figure that out once we're en route, I might be able to figure that out and let you know. But yeah, so we're out of here on Saturday. So I've got exactly 1 week to not only get the house together, but to get us together and ready to fly out of here. And we'll be gone until the 24th. Now I've got some other labels.
Margie says you will be so much happier once you're done. She says she's happier with her renovated craft room. With that, I'm
cool.
glad.
I'm so glad to hear that.
And then she said, just enjoy yourself and don't worry about us. Correct. That's what I was going to say. It sounds like you're going to have a great time.
Well, I won't worry about you, but I sure would like to take you guys along, and I'll go crazy not seeing you guys. And I should be able to get on Facebook because we have Wi-Fi on the ship. I still need to check with T-Mobile and on some of our plan in Europe, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, I really, really
enjoy your time with your mom.
Really need the vacation. Yeah, it may very well be her last trip, so we'll try to enjoy it and make sure she has a good time. Let's see.
Sounds like it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All except the flight. It takes us literally 24 hours to get there.
I know. I was going to say that.
Engine flights.
Turkey, oh my God, that flight was.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, coming home, it's a direct flight from Amsterdam.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's like a 10 hour, 45-minute flight from Amsterdam.
Uh-huh.
Although we going there, we lose 8 hours. Coming back, we gain 8 hours.
Yeah.
So it's gonna, I assume.
What was cool for us is we flew out of Detroit and then went to New York and then to Germany.
Okay.
And we flew and you could see daylight and nighttime.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
In the sky. It was really cool.
That is very cool. Wow. We go Salt Lake to Denver to Germany.
Yeah. And we got on Lufthansa. Germany.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I will say, and the kids were little at that time. They were 5 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got on Lufthansa, they gave them a little like Lego toy.
Oh, wow.
They had their own toys, but they gave them and it was a
new
Lego of the Lufthansa plane.
Oh, that's cute.
So they had a new toy and they thought that was just the coolest thing.
Wow.
And we were it was the biggest aircraft I've ever flown on. It had the 2 side aisles and then the 4 5 seats in the center.
Well, yeah. Was it 2 5 2 or 3 5 3?
Something like that. It was
like that. Yeah.
Because it was we had the whole center row. There was 1 seat extra.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody sat on it.
That's cool.
And kids were able to kind of stretch out and lay down.
Sure.
Which was great. So me and Rodney sat on each end and then they sat in the center and kind of laid down and went to sleep.
Okay. That's cool.
And then when we got off the plane, one of the ladies behind us, when we were getting out, she goes, "Oh my God." She goes, "I didn't know you had 2 kids up there."
Wow. That's awesome. That is really awesome. Yeah. Wow. We go Denver to, United to Denver and then Lufthansa from there to Germany and to Basel, Switzerland.
Yeah.
So we fly. Yeah. So we've got 2 changes. Let's see, to Denver change, to Germany change, to Basel, Switzerland. And that's where we start the river cruise. And then, and then coming back, Amsterdam straight to Salt Lake. That boggled my mind.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, but, still kind of blew my mind. Didn't expect it. Okay, let me put these guys away. And
they're tired of inking. They left me.
Oh, that's one way to get rid of them. Have them do one job over and over and over again.
Oh, I was surprised with Lily. She's not. I mean, she likes.
She thinks you're not crafty. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what she kind of said. She poor, but she did pretty good. This is the first time she's been in here, lady.
Wow. She did really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leia in here. She's really the.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's what she really likes. She's having fun with that paper that I pulled out.
Oh, yeah.
Take to Goodwill.
Yeah.
It's in the playroom so they can play on it.
I am going to think I've got a couple more. I could stamp some things on, but I think I like the stickers with the layered effect. So I'm gonna see if I can remember where I put a couple of these containers.
Then it says the mushrooms are up.
Say that again.
The mushrooms are up, she said.
Oh, wow. Cool. Thank you, Linda. She's so fast. Okay, so there's one. Now you know I'm going to want to go print them out and do it, but I can't. I've got work to do. Yep. Got work to do. Pieces and stickers. Okay, those might work. Background. These and all right, I got a few more. I needed a few more stickers of larger size to start on the base.
Margie says, I guess the next thing I need to get is a printer.
Candy, that sounds like an excuse for you and I to go to Wisconsin again. Tally ho! Yeah, printer's awesome, Margie. You just print all the cool things out that Linda and Candy put in the group. All right, let's see here. Most of these are not specimen type. Some of them might work. All right, let's see. Yeah, I had one on my tower, but haven't used one since I got a laptop. Well, super easy.
Yeah.
Of course, she may not want us. She may just want to call Kevin to come fix it up.
Yeah. Yeah, though my printer gets used a lot.
Where is those?
If you ask Rodney,
If you ask Rodney what?
it gets used way too much.
Oh, the printer?
Yeah. Digitals I buy.
Well, I was going to say, at least you're printing the digitals you buy.
When I thought, don't print them out until you, but then I don't. Then I forget about them.
I forget that they're there. I need to print one copy and have them in a, a file of some sort because, I forget what digitals I have. That they're there.
That's for sure. I do. I know I do. Then Rodney goes, but you got too many, Candy. Shut up, dude. Just shut up.
No, I don't have. I have only a handful, and I forget which ones I have or what they are even. Because if you're not looking at them all the time, you forget. Gotta make sure this is right side up. I think that is. Oh, this one, I didn't leave a whole lot of space, so that just needs some little guys, but it can use some on both ends. All right, well, let's just start with the little guys then. We're going to need to do a little bit of stamping on some of these. Get rid of this. I think we're done. This one. Put these over here. We're going to need this. We're done with butterflies for now. Okay. I should have grabbed just some text or script. There's some on these.
Do any of you remember, like, do you have memories of when you were 5 years old or younger?
I do. But it was from a traumatic event. You know, most people don't remember anything or much younger than that. Do you?
No, I don't remember hardly anything. I remember, like, my teacher.
Yeah. Doug's first memories. Oh, yeah, I remember kindergarten teachers.
I don't.
But that's
remember. I don't remember her name. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the classroom more than I remember her.
Mm.
Margie remembers being 5 and a little younger. That's odd.
I remember kindergarten and first grade. I remember when I was 2.
But I mean, do you have like memories of how you felt? Like,
oh no, no, how in the world would you? At that age, you don't even know.
You remember feeling like you were fat?
At that age?
Yeah.
No.
Whitman has to read a book for school, and it starts out she's 5 years old, and she can remember she feels fat.
Whoa.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah. No.
Terrified. I can remember scary things, like, you know,
Right.
I had my finger shut in a car door.
Right.
About cut it off.
Right.
So I remember that, but I don't remember all of it. I remember.
Yeah. I remember when I was 2 because I fell off the tailgate of a truck and split my chin open, and they had to take me to the ER for stitches.
No, I don't remember that. And I can remember when I was in a hospital when I was 4, but only one little piece of it. Only
because it's a traumatic event.
I woke up. I had my tonsils out when I was 4.
But you don't remember that you're
crying, and it was late.
Remember that you're fat
after visiting hours, you know, because back then,
sure,
Mom had to go home,
right?
And I remember waking up in the dark room in the crib. I didn't sleep in a crib at home, and then crying, and they called her, and she came in.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
it
crazy.
bothered me that they're talking. And they're
already bringing to attention to it.
This little girl, 5 years old, being fat, and
why even talk about it? Why draw attention to it and then tell people that they're not supposed to feel that way? No, quit making it a thing.
Why would they even start that book like that? Start it when because she's like a teenager remembering.
Right. They're making it a thing then. That's not.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, I can't even remember.
Yesterday. Yeah.
That's how I feel, Linda. If she remembers she was fat, that was her parents' fault. That's how I feel.
Yeah, that means they talked about it a lot. And
I just don't think my memories of when I was 5 are not clear at all.
Right.
And some of them I feel are memories that I remember because my parents
only because you told you the stories, right?
Yeah, see, I would remember that. That would probably be memorable, Margie. And that stuff I couldn't see, but I was like, I don't remember how I felt. I don't remember whether I felt skinny, fat, short, cute, ugly. I don't remember.
Right. Right.
I don't remember that. And then some of my memories are so weird. I don't remember how old I was.
Right.
You know,
yeah. No, I get that.
I just thought it was a weird way to start a book for a teenager.
I agree.
It's required reading.
Required reading. Wow.
They had a list they had to pick from. So, and they were all, none of them looked like they were that good of titles, if you ask me.
Wow.
As far as they didn't have a lot of variety, as far as, you know, somebody that likes to read.
Mm-hmm.
Like she likes World War II and stuff like that.
Really?
She likes that kind of stuff. So there was no history type stuff on there.
Wow.
And it was a very short list.
Huh.
And she had 2 books, and and a lot of them didn't even have a summary, so you don't know what you're picking.
Right.
You're like, oh, that's just not good.
That's just weird and wrong.
Margie says, Glynis is so far behind, she's just starting Brad's. Oh yes!
Nice.
The inking takes a while.
Yeah, it does.
The inking and the stamping. I had help. So, but I was like, I just wondered. I was like, is it just me and I just don't remember stuff, or
No.
I sure don't remember how I felt.
Yeah.
And I don't remember much before I was 9, really.
Oh.
I remember some, but not.
Right. Yeah, no, that's not a normal thing to remember a bunch of stuff when you're 5 or under about that, that personality or feeling like that. That's just kind of weird.
One of our friends, when I was first in the service, she was anorexic, and she said she could remember being in the tub when she was 3, thinking she was fat. And I was like, what?
Wow.
You're crazy. That's your problem. I didn't say that's what I was thinking, but I'm like, who? I just don't know that I was that concerned.
Aware. We weren't even that aware unless your parent was pointing it out all the time and telling you constantly to make it a thing. We aren't that aware at that age of our body and being fat or anything. It's
I just thought it was a weird book to have a teenager read.
Yeah, I agree. That's just kind of a weird.
I don't have any dragon ephemera. Cool dragon ephemera, I should say.
Yeah. I see a good reason for leaving more space on these to be able to decorate them. It's hard to do with very little.
Lynn says she can't help but dragons. Yeah, it's hard to find dragons. You can find some cutesy ones. And I found some at that remember that where we got the dripping butterflies?
Oh, yes. Yep.
But she doesn't do ephemera. She does the background pages.
Right.
They are awesome.
Wow.
But they won't go with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like,
I need some teeny tiny.
Actually, I should do that. Better. Yeah, I guess history is not something to read about.
I don't know. Is history one of those things that you either really love getting into it or you really don't? Is there any middle ground?
No, there's not. But
I never did.
History or history or biography or
absolutely.
Different styles of writing is what I was getting at. I was like,
how you write about different topics in different styles.
Yeah,
would have been helpful.
Maybe it's limited to what they have in their library. Well, no, because they had to buy the book.
Oh.
That's the other thing. She had to buy the book. And I'm like, well, then to me, I should be able to pick any book I want.
Or that means they ordered a bunch of books and that's what they've got left. And so they want you to take one of what they've got.
You had to buy it. No, she had to buy it.
Not at the school.
She had to go buy it. I bought her Kindle version.
Like Amazon or something? Oh, Kindle. Okay.
But yeah, you're still an $8 book. That's ridiculous for a book that she's not even going to like.
Yeah.
That she's just reading because you told her she got to read it.
Right.
I don't. As you can see, I'm not a big fan of that. I hated. I love to read, but I hated reading what they told me I had to read.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get into history. I know that's horrible. People are gonna say, "What? You should," but I just never.
Yeah, but Linda, I think even if they're telling you that at 3, you're not going to remember it unless they keep telling you as you get older. You know, I just
right. And it becomes a thing.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. I was just like, okay, whatever. I just looked at her like, okay. You remember stuff at 3? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you what house we lived in when I was 3. Because we didn't live in the same house when I got older.
Right.
Oh, this is good. Let's see if they want to go swimming. So guess what? I'll be this afternoon.
Guess what? Yeah.
Call and say, Mary, do you mind if we come over and use your pool? So I can feel like a moocher.
Really? I need more of my labels. Let's see something red up here. All right, I'm just going to start gluing these down. I don't care what they look like. Try to make them look decent before you glue them down. Nah, just put them down. Because it's noon. And as much as I want to sit here and craft all day, I would really, really love to. I know that I've got so much to do.
You need to get at least one done, don't I?
Yeah, I got to complete these 4. I can't leave them half. I can't leave them half done. Because then they won't get done.
Yeah, I read what I want to read. Yeah. And it's usually nothing but entertainment value. Because I don't like reading biographies. I mean, I've read some when I was younger.
Sure.
I think I read Jacqueline Kennedy, and I think I read one about JFK, Abraham Lincoln, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly mine were supernatural, romance, vampires, werewolves, Star Trek. Star Wars, Buck Rogers. I used to read that one. And then my mom got me the first series she got me in was The Destroyer. Do you remember that one? Oh my God, it was kind of a.
Did you ever read Ender's Game in that series?
Huh?
Did you read Ender's Game in that series?
No. What is that?
I would think you would like it with all that, all the things you've just listed.
There's a lot of them I don't like though. I
Yeah.
start reading and I don't finish. Like Stephen King, I cannot read him.
Mm.
Can't do it. I love his stories, but I can't read them.
Yeah.
Because it takes so long to get into the book.
Right.
For it to grab you. Once it grabs you, it's got
You're
you.
there, but yeah. Where did I just put that other little? Yeah.
Once I read some of his, but his has a tendency to do that flopping back and forth constantly. You know, because he has so many characters and he's going back and forth, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like watching a TV show where they put an advertisement in there.
Oh, Linda. Linda
like,
loved Ender's Game. You should check out Ender's Game and that series. You got to start with the first one. They can't be done out of order. They won't make any sense at all. But I grew up reading like mysteries. I've
never even heard of that, Glennis.
When I was little, I was Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew.
Yeah, I read that. Nancy Drew. I read
every mystery book I could get my hand on. I loved figuring them out while they're trying to figure them out. This one's paper.
Oh, Ronnie got mad at DirecTV. In the middle of this race this past weekend.
Yeah.
In the middle of the race. They were doing that race down in Chicago.
Yeah.
In the Chicago street race.
Yeah.
It had just started. I want to say like 20 minutes into it. They lost Channel 6.
Oh, shoot.
And they'd already lost Fox. We've not had local Fox for like a year.
Wow.
And that's the station that the races were on. So we had to always watch the rerun. And he was like, son of. I was here and I was like, what? He goes, they just lost Channel 6. He says, we need to switch.
Well, I'm with you.
Now I have a new TV provider.
Not for, who did you get?
Fubo, because we only had a choice because he wants the Major League Baseball network, which is not part of MLB when you pay for that package. It's separate.
Right. Doug wanted that one too.
Two that have it. One is Sling and one is Fubo. Sling doesn't offer local channels. Right. Nor do I have an antenna to get local channels.
Right.
So Fubo it was.
No, this is a sticker.
So I was like, are you kidding me? So that's what I was doing the last couple of days, getting everything set up. And I was like, you know what? We're just putting it on the Fire Stick because I ain't messing with the TV.
Right.
And then you can take it with you to go to camp or whatever.
Right. Yeah, we don't have cable. We stream everything, but
yeah, we were streaming with DirecTV. We were streaming it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they lost channel. They're losing the local channels is what's happening.
Oh.
It's like I can't. And NBC is a big one for us.
Right.
That's where most of his shows are on.
Mm. Yeah, I just just care about the internet being good. Because everything we do is internet based.
Oh, and then they made me mad because when we signed up for them, they told us we needed these boxes.
Right.
So they sent them to us. I'm like, okay. The only one we needed them for was for the LG TV because it didn't have.
It wasn't web based.
It is web based, but it did not have their TV app on it. However, my Fire Stick did. So I couldn't use the Fire Stick. No,
Oh,
they made
geez.
it seem like we had to have it, and
Right.
so they sent. So when we go to cancel it, we thought we'd have to send these back. Oh no, we had to finish buying them.
Whoa.
I was like, what? Ronnie's like,
Yeah.
just charge it. We're done.
That's a load of crap. Oh, that's what they're counting on. Just going, okay, I'll pay for it. I'm out of here.
I was like, you guys supposed to had to have these and we didn't. Was a
right. I don't want to buy it. I will send it back. They don't want it either. It's outdated.
Yep.
They get new ones.
Nobody else wants them. If everybody, I guess I should have paid attention to what they were saying. I wasn't.
Right. Okay. And let's see. The most time-consuming part of this is just the decorating with the stickers. It's the hardest part.
Put on there.
What? Right? Yeah, that's hard. Did you do both sides?
Most tedious.
Yeah, most tedious. Did you do both sides?
I mean, both sides. Yeah. I haven't decorated it. I'm only decorating the front sides right now.
No, I mean on the ones that you did. Did you decorate the front and the back?
Yeah. Front.
Yeah.
Back.
So see, it takes twice as long.
Yeah, I did both sides, and I sewed on these ones. I'm not sewing on these.
I noticed that, and I love that. I still might go back and do that. I can do that around here because I love the look of sewing on everything. Pretty much
straighter.
Everything.
I was like, oh, suck at that.
Oh. The period of my life where I read a whole bunch of sci-fi. I avoid it now for some reason. Yeah, I never really got into sci-fi, but I did like Ender's Game series. Just, I don't know, kind of weird.
Some of I mean, there's some sci-fi I like, some I do not.
Yeah. I mean, I like Star Trek movies and Star Wars, but I've never been.
There's one lady that does dragon stuff, sci-fi. I used to read hers when I was younger.
I've never read any of those Star Wars or Star Trek books.
Oh,
even though I like the movies.
The books were way different.
But they're usually better, but
it was better, but it was different.
Just different.
Yeah, they were a little bit different. Buck Rogers was really good. The book.
Yeah.
Was really good. And I read the book before that series came out. So
all right. Try to get these done.
Oh, I've seen this movie.
Ender's Game?
Yes, I've seen that movie.
Oh. Yeah, it did come out as a movie. I forgot that.
It's a movie. Wait, that sounds weird. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's a movie. Yeah, I've seen it. Erica Ford. Yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, I think the book was.
I forgot what the name of it was.
Yeah. Now that you say that, I remember seeing the movie. I think the book was better.
Well, they usually are, but
yeah. Let's see.
Oh, you can tell I don't want to go swimming.
Really? Well, if you want, I can go back to work and you can keep this live going. If you just want to craft and say, I'm still live.
That's who it was, Glennis. That's who it was. I knew I'd know it as soon as I heard it. And she's a really good writer. That's the other thing. They have to be written well. And like I read Westerns too.
And McCafferty.
Yeah. She had the dragon.
Oh,
She's got a whole dragon. It's a whole, she's got like a couple of them actually.
Huh. Whole series on dragons?
Yeah, a couple different ones about, if I remember correctly. I think she had like 2 or 3 of them going.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I read a bunch of those. And my grandmother loved Westerns, so.
Louis L'Amour?
Huh?
Louis L'Amour?
No. Zane.
Oh.
Zane Grey? Is that who?
Yeah, I recognize that name.
She had the whole set. I'd read those when I got bored. Though they weren't my favorite. The stories were great, but I mean, my God, I'm like, okay, you spent 3 pages describing the sunset and the. That's when I learned to skim.
Yeah. That's funny.
I was like, God, good stories, but he just, I don't know, he's very descriptive. He was a very descriptive writer.
So it took too long to describe it because it was so descriptive.
No, it's different when it's like a science fiction place that they're describing because it's fantasy. But when it's like it's out in Arizona, you're like, okay, I know it's a desert. Come on,
right? Right. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's very pretty, but I didn't need 3 pages. Pretty.
Right. A desert. Yeah.
Oh, somebody got bored working on the Lego, huh?
Because I kept getting bossed around.
Oh, he's bossy. He's getting bossy now.
Yeah, and he keeps snatching things out of my hands.
Eric?
But yeah.
Wow.
I came in here earlier and told her she did it wrong.
Whoa.
He had to fix something she messed up.
There isn't wrong in creating. We all have our own ideas.
No, on the Lego, he had to follow directions on those.
Oh, excuse me.
He'll get tired of it.
He actually, I'm surprised he was letting you do it last night. Usually, I just hand him pieces. I let him do it. I just hand him pieces. I let him do it.
Go find something else to do your own thing.
Ready to go.
And he'll want to come over and do what you're doing.
Yeah. You want to ink some more, or what you want to do? You want to stamp? You want to decorate one of these things?
Yes.
Ooh.
All right, here's the blue one.
I like the blue. These are pretty.
These are supposed to be like little specimen labels. You gotta decorate front and back. And we got this stuff I can cut out. Oh, here's the stool cheese. Okay.
All right, I'm almost done. I'm only going to get one side done. I'll have to come back to do the other side.
This one.
I'm gonna do a little big for this one. I have to cut it in half. Let me see. Yes.
Ooh, that one could just wrap around. But
You layer and ink the edges. You can use that on the other side if you want. You can trim it up. Here's a pair of these scissors. So,
well, at least you don't have Charlie linking things out of your hand and telling you no. No, don't touch my Legos.
No, Charlie just likes to destroy them.
Oh, yeah. He lets you put them together and then comes along.
Knocking it down.
Quietly comes along and destroys it completely.
Glennis put 6 brads on the first one. Oh, she put brads around
in the corners here.
Yeah.
I think I might do
those on the tall ones, but I didn't do. Yeah, I like this one. I like the brads around it on this one, but I didn't do
a while. They take a while to make.
Yeah.
You know.
Is it okay if I ink them instead? I'm not very good at that.
Yeah.
Well, let's just do this.
Don't have to be perfect. Back when it's unperfect. Okay, look a little bit.
Oh, come on. There we go.
What's the pin?
Oh, I was just there.
Crafting is a dangerous hobby.
Yeah, really. Don't poke your eye out.
A lot of pokey objects.
Yeah.
Oh, she had 8 brads on the first one. 8.
Oh.
How'd you do 8?
Well, it was like this, and she did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh yeah, that's way too
But
many
with
brads.
That's a lot of brads, Glennis.
Too finicky for me.
Yeah. That's a lot of brads. Too bratty for me. Okay, when I do these, we definitely want to ink the edges. Like that one. Okay. Yeah, I need some more teeny tiny.
We need that curators thing. It has a lot of tiny.
Oh, yeah.
More so than the field notes one does.
Yeah. They're all downstairs.
And it says that's a steampunky look, Glennis. Kind of steampunky.
Oh, lots of eyelets. That just dangle chains from eyelet to eyelet.
Oh, and Eric is a Ford fan now, ladies, and we're a Chevy family.
Oh, Eric, what has gotten into you? Yeah, we're a Chevy GMC too.
I was like, what? Found on the roadside dead? What?
Exactly. Or found on the roadside daily. Either one. All right, I got to try to finish up this last one fast, and then I got to run.
Oh, don't run.
I got to run. I don't have a pokey tool in my hand. Run with the pokey tool. Yeah, I got to get back to work. Now that I have Doug here for the afternoon to help me carry some heavy things downstairs. All right. Four on each side. Oh, you flipped it over and did 4 on the back?
Wow.
That's interesting.
Way too much work. Definitely not the lazy crafter way there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Glennis, you're being too ambitious. What happened to lazy? Glennis was never a lazy crafter. All right. I'm also getting hungry today.
Oh, we had poached eggs for breakfast.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, Woodland had never had a poached egg.
Really?
I was like, what?
Well,
maybe we'll need to remedy that.
Really. So her mom probably hasn't either. Either that or she didn't like them.
Yeah. Or she doesn't have the pan to make them.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Having trouble. Or is this one just paper? This.
No, an egg. I have an egg. Put an egg in there.
This one's just now. Where was I going to put it? Where's the other one? This one's going with it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just finishing up my project and I'll be right out.
He says you're taking too long.
He's waiting for me to get back to work.
Wrecking that whip.
That's right.
He trying to kill you too?
Uh-huh.
You told me.
There's some conniving going on here, I think, between the two of them. Hang on. I think that's just wrong.
There you go. That'll work perfect.
Oh, that's just a reminder for meds.
Yeah, did you take your meds this morning?
Oh, this one's a sticker.
Front sides are done on those. What? Oh. I don't want to hear a short joke, so just be quiet. She's taller than I.
Really?
Just by a little bit, but just enough.
Just enough to know that you're taller than her. It's all that matters. Short people got.
Well, you're not too tall yourself. Being taller than the shortest person in the room just doesn't.
Is something that I have never heard in my life. You're not too tall yourself. Never heard that. Never ever have I
Yeah,
ever.
it's like 6. She's like 6 foot, and then she wears high heel shoes, so she's like, yeah, okay.
Who is that?
I have a friend who, when we used to work, she was 6 foot even
right
without shoes.
Yeah,
and she wore high-heeled shoes. So it was like, dang.
Well, kudos to her for not.
And her husband wasn't much taller than me.
He wasn't much taller than you?
Nope, he was only about 5'6", maybe.
Holy cow!
Maybe. Yeah. I think Rodney's taller than him. Rodney's 5'10".
That's a big difference.
I think he might have been. You were taller than he is.
Wow. And I've shrunk. I used to be 5'11". I'm now 5'10" and a half.
You know, you shrink when you get older. And if I was 5'2" and a half on a good day, how much am I going to shrink?
Yeah. Well, I've shrunk because of 2 hip replacements, 2 knee replacements. I've lost some, height in the joints.
Yeah.
All right, I need eyelets. Let's see. Oh, that's the empty one. Oh, good grief. There's the full one. Should be there too. Okay. Let's see. I think I just want black eyelets. The large ones. I had some black in that container. Little teeny ones. I want some regular big old ones.
I beg to differ. It's my brush. I would let you borrow it.
I only need 4. Okay. Oh, don't pull that cord. All right. So, guess I could have done green to match all those, but. Oh, wait. Eyelet falling out.
Now you're losing your marbles.
Yep. My marbles, my eyelets, I've lost it all.
What'd you do?
Don't go.
Oops. That's funny.
Uh-oh. Here comes troublemaker. Had to come see what we were doing without him.
Okay.
Oh, now he needs help. Now he needs help. He messed something up.
First, you're not doing it right. Now he needs help.
Oh, I got a shirt I found, and I need to find one for Sandy. It says, what's it say? It says, I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm not a controlling person, but you're not doing that right.
That's awesome.
I just started fencing. And I found out one of
He's in here pretty quick. Messed up.
Okay, let's see here.
I'm getting some coffees.
Okay. I messed up.
What?
And he admitted it. What the?
Ow.
That's the fact. that.
Yeah. All right. This little 0 down here. 10. Last one. Got to get this one done and get rolling. Rolling. Oh, this one's got a lot more space.
Yeah, these ones are a bigger tag. Like this, the cutout was bigger. So I thought I'd be able to put some bigger stuff on it, but actually not.
Yeah, because it leaves less of the card itself to use. I need to do some bigger ones so I can use some of these larger dragonflies and butterflies that I want to use. These would make great bookmarks, Margie says.
Yeah.
That is true. They would. That is very true.
Make up some dragon words.
Some gray words?
Dragon words.
Oh, dragon words. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm out of the specimen word.
Okay, and let's put a little 0 down here.
Specimens I have left are too big. So they're like this big, and I'm like, okay, that's too big.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff that's too big right here.
I printed a lot of stuff too to a page.
Mm.
And then I had some stuff printed out, but Eric's put it on the floor somewhere. Crap on the table.
Let's see.
Oh, there's KK.
Mm-hmm. Tell Eric he's supposed to be playing with KK. Your job to keep KK occupied while we're live.
Yeah. The worst job it was failed miserably.
Really?
Okay. Just there. Of course it fell on the floor. Why am I not surprised? That's the other thing about little tiny ephemera.
Mm-hmm.
I drop it constantly.
I was just going to say, most of it's on the floor by my feet.
Yep. And then I'll be working on something and move, and then I'll come back and it's gone. You're like, where'd it go? It's just right here.
Right. Yep. Because my arms or elbows catch it and pull everything toward me, pull it on the floor.
Oh my gosh, she be quite quiet. Usually it's me getting kind of like, I'll get fed up with it. I'm like, oh my God, will you stop? Because she just gets going and she won't stop.
Right.
Like for over an hour.
Aw.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yesterday.
That's a long time.
He was like, get out. Because when he's here, he'll open his room for her.
Right.
And she was in there like probably just,
And she was doing that in his room?
Yeah, she was in his room. And she was voicing her displeasure about something, and he was like, get out.
That's funny. It is funny.
I was like, haha, I'm not the only one.
Really?
Then you feel bad because you lost patient, but you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because she can get pretty loud.
She can be pretty insistent.
Yes. She is that. Most definitely.
All right. I'm going to have to call it good here. I will do the other sides later.
I can see.
Let's see here. I will probably dangle something from one eyelet. That's the acetate one. I like that one. Well, that pink is a little too bright. It doesn't fit. I should have just wrapped some of these around and let it start the other side too. I didn't think about that until, I don't know, I did it on one of them, but
Yeah.
that one. I thought about it, but not long enough.
Worry. It froze. What?
I froze.
Yeah, your autofocus is way off or something. It's not focusing.
All right, hang on. I wonder.
Maybe turn your autofocus back on.
Let's see. Autofocus is on. I'm going to take it off and see what happens. Now that we're done, see if that makes any difference. That's very irritating. Okay, so there's 4 eyelets, brads, brylets, and eyelets on that one. Those are fun to make. Oh, I would like to make some more. I see that it froze. Well, yeah.
Show mine.
I already have Doug checking out different companies, seeing what's available that we haven't yet tried. But I don't know. Maybe we'll try the T-Mobile thing. Just talk to the kitty. You talk to. All right, let's go. Cute dragon. I like the egg ephemera. Very cute.
I'm still working on this one on the back, but that's the front.
Yeah, but that's cute. Super cute. Aw.
Just knocked off my ephemera.
That's the blue one.
That one. And there's the back.
Oh.
Still kind of working on this one.
Yeah, those are really cute. They're going to be great in a dragon journal.
In fact, this is the one that Whitland was working on. Whitland did this one.
Oh, cool.
This is the one Whitland.
I like the background she did.
With the, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I like the red one, I think, best, or orange, whatever it is.
orange one. Yeah.
Yeah. Might just be the dark background.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, because it's more vintagey look.
That I like. Yeah.
It's a more vintagey look.
Yeah. They all look great, though, and they're super cute.
I was going to with different colors.
Yeah.
See what.
Do like that. Wow.
So.
That's awesome. If you guys made something like Glynis, post it in the group so we can see it. Yeah, go craft, Margie. Go finish one of your irons that I know you need to get done.
It's ironing.
Ironing. No. Yeah, I got to get back to work. Get the rest of this house moved to get myself ready to go. But we will see you in the group. And yeah, I probably won't be a whole lot more active than I have been this coming week. But as soon as we get on vacation, I will be. And I will see you much more often. And then the plan is that when I get back, we'll be able to be do more things more frequently because this house will be separated and organized. So, all right, guys, have a great afternoon. Until next time, we'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye, ladies.
Bye.